We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here on the Tuesday edition, little odd edition of the Stay Cashin show today. Rackets, they were certain I was not going to make the show yesterday after a long 3 days of staying up in the Discord. I think live on voice chat the whole entire time, pretty much. It was not me. It was Bill Rupp who wasn't able to make it yesterday. Had a doctor's appointment. Bill, did you survive it?
I did.
You did. You're alive. Everything's good?
Everything's good.
All right, good. What was it? Did you step on something? What happened?
I don't know. Must have stepped on something. Don't know. But the antibiotics are working. I'm able to step on my foot. I still feel it, but I'm able to
powering through it.
Powering through it.
Powering through it. All right, cool. As long as you're powering through it. Normally, I would be able to do the show. I would have just done it with me, Rackets, and Evan, but I was at like fucking 20% capacity. So I figured we'd just move it to Tuesday. So thank you, Bill, for actually making that. I didn't have to do the show yesterday. Joey Rackets, what up, Rackbot?
Bill made us work on our day off.
I know, not happy about that.
Fucking dickhead.
Today, I really wish Bill didn't do that. Yesterday, I was very happy. You were too, Rackets, right?
I was like, oh, sweet, day off. And then
now today, you're like,
wait a minute, I still got Rupp and Rackets later. I'm not actually.
No. Bill fucked us. Evan, are you mad at Bill?
Yeah, I am. It's nice to have those 2 days off. It's really nice.
It is a nice
to like not have a rigid schedule. Like just work on what you're working on. You don't have to go anywhere at 2:00.
Yep.
Now here we are today. Everything's all fucked up.
I was home. I was home at 2:02.
Well, I mean, listen. You're the one who told us you're not.
No. I said I didn't know.
I can't take that risk at 1:55. I need an answer. I need to know are you going to be there or not. And when he said his appointment's at 1:15. Probably not going to get seen till 1:45. Probably has 6 more mystery infections and 18 heart ailments they're going to find because he's like 95 going on 44. So
I waited an hour in the doctor's office. Dr. Kelly came in and said, looks like an infection. All right, let me give you a strip.
Yeah.
If it gets any worse, come back in a few days.
Bill's at the point where it's like he walks in and they go, you're just shitty and breaking down. Here, take this. Like, that's it. You're just everything. Everything's shitty.
He's got his own parking spot.
Yeah, everything's trash. Like the doctor just wants to be like, stop bringing this fucking car in here. Just buy a new one, dude.
This guy.
It's done. Like, just stop fixing it. Just fucking let it die. So, all right. Great football game to watch last night, though, Bill. We had a wonderful fucking Vikings-Bears game where it has to be the first time all year. The team that won the game actually did not score a touchdown. Another primetime barn burner, huh?
I mean, primetime. It was Sunday afternoon football. Sunday, like the 1:00 games, where it was probably the worst set of games I've ever seen in my life.
Get ready for this week because this week's just as good.
I was so bored.
Keep getting worse.
I was so bored. I was like, and you know what? It was crazy. I didn't really love anything either. So I had a bunch of bets out. Didn't love them. Made some money on the day, but it wasn't great. Games were shitty. And then last night, just fucking, like I said, the only upsides of last night's game were the halftime draw finally hit again since week 1. So we got the halftime draw. And then me and you had the Vikings in Survivor. And at the point when the Vikings scored that touchdown to Hawkinson,
they're plus 500 or something.
It was plus 580, and I just kept hitting it from 580 to 280 to 120 to minus 115. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm like, I'll win one way. So that was it. But that was an awful game. Disgusting all around. I think I was telling Rackets in the chat last night. We were both in the chat. I think that was the real Dobbs.
Listen,
he wasn't good last night at all.
I don't know what the fuck that game was.
That looked like the guy who got cut.
Four times. 3 times. Yeah. I mean, listen, I blame the coaching even more than Dobbs because Dobbs was not good. But they went for it every 4th and 7. Like 4th and 3, 4th and 5, 4th and 7. Just like totally inept offense, just trying to you're paying a team that can't score a touchdown. Like maybe punt. I'm not a big punt guy. I hate punting. And then at the end of the game, when they get the ball back, right, they get the stop. They have the ball with 3 minutes left. They just fucking played to punt again. And then once they punted back to the Bears, they went into a zone defense, Rackets. They stopped blitzing. which was the thing that was working the whole game. Blitzing Fields, fumbling, turning the ball over. And then they went into a zone, and you know there's going to be one 25-yard play if you're playing a zone, right? It only takes one guy to fuck up once, and then boom, you got a 30-yard chunk play, which is what happened. They had one phenomenal play on the whole drive, and it was enough to win them the game. So now the Bears, Rackets are actually in playoff contention.
It's insane.
They're legitimately in playoff contention right now.
Yeah.
And so are the Giants.
And people are talking about Fields. Whatever. Stop.
I mean, yeah, the Fields, it's terrible.
Bill, after the first drive, he said Fields looked like Fields for MVP.
I mean, dude, you do realize right now that the 6-5 Seattle Seahawks and 6-6 Minnesota Vikings are securely in. They're not even tied, right? The Vikings are still a game up on the fucking playoff spot. That when you look at the 4-8 Giants and the 4-8 Bears, if they get to 500 by some miracle, which they won't, but they actually have a shot at the playoffs, the Bears and the Giants. Right.
The Giants have a better shot than the Bears did.
The Giants got to play the Eagles and the Cowboys.
I mean, not even that. It just got worse last night, I remembered, because after they ran the ball 3 times in a row because they're just making them call timeout, like, they're getting the ball back with 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. Like, I don't know what's going on. Try to get the fucking first down and go for the win.
They never do.
Not even that. Then the punter punched it out of bounds.
I mean,
he launched it out of bounds. It wasn't even close.
I mean, you can't.
Like, punt the ball straight, motherfucker.
Basically, you ran the ball 3 times, and all you got was 3 timeouts and 20 yards of field position out of it. Like, you didn't even get a pin back deep. Like, it was a disaster. A whole fucking thing. Bad teams. That's why bad coaches and bad franchises lose. Rackets. The Bears beat the Lions pretty much last time they played at the Lions, right? They gave away the game 14 points at the end of the game. So let's just say hypothetically, okay, the Bears at home this time against the Lions steal the win next week. And then they play the Browns with DTR or whatever disaster they're going to have at quarterback. Not insane to think they could pull out a 13-10 victory in that game. Then they play the Cardinals, and you're looking at a 7-8 Bears team going into Falcons-Packers to end the year. The Bears can make the playoffs.
That's gross.
That's insane.
They won't, though.
They won't. I mean, they won't. But is it fun to do a show where we're not talking about how they won't? Obviously. But, I mean, that's listen, Bill, for them to get to fucking 7-8 is not crazy, right? Beat the team you just beat fucking on the road, basically, and gave it up. Beat the Browns without a quarterback and beat the Cardinals, and you're 7-8.
If the Giants had beat the Jets, the Giants would be one of the favorites to get the last wild card.
Think about that.
Tommy G. Vito, baby.
Tommy G. Vito, how you doing? We need more Italians in this fucking league. You want to rejuvenate your franchise? Bring in Italians named Tommy. That's all you need. Listen, Italians named Tommy, Evan. We're leaders. I don't. I love the touchdown celebration.
Oh.
You know, it ain't no touchdown. What a disaster this NFL is.
Keep putting his touchdown passes at a half, and I'll keep taking it.
Bill's going to keep taking. You take them Italians. Take them Italians at a half touchdown every time. Falcons, Desi Dimes comes back, leads the Falcons to a victory. Falcons are now firmly in place of that division at 5-6, Rackets.
They're starting to run the ball.
Got a stronghold on the division at 5-6.
Starting to run the
ball. Division sucks so bad, dude.
Yeah. Look, the NFL sucks so bad.
I mean,
it's really bad.
You're right.
It's really bad. So our Falcons props look good.
Their team is
good. Tommy Bijan.
Team is good.
Bijan had like almost 100 yards, so they're starting to run the ball.
Algier rushed for 6. Dude, they're working Cordarrelle Patterson in finally, who was non-existent for the first 10 weeks. Like, this guy has literally been
you made up a name for him.
The Joker package for him.
It was a joke how they were using him.
They didn't play for 8 weeks. You know, and now all of a sudden Cordarrelle Patterson's back. So you got now if you're a Bijan Robinson owner, you got Desmond Ridder who's going to steal 5 or 6 carries out of the backfield each week. He's going to run the ball 5 or 6 times.
They ran for 228 yards.
Dude, Bijan 16 for 91, Algier 10 for 64, Cordarrelle 8 for 43, Ridder 7 for 30. I mean, they're coming at you from every fucking angle in that backfield. That team's gonna be a problem, dude.
Wasn't that what the Saints are supposedly prided on, stopping the run?
Yeah, that team's gonna be a problem, man.
And Bill's boy Young Hoku is now the all-time field goal percentage leader with Tucker's miss. Mm-hmm. He pulled ahead of Tucker.
All you got to be happy about, guys. The thing you got to be most happy about: Desmond Ridder cards to the moon. Here we go. Rocket ship to the moon. Just get me in the playoff. Get me to the moon.
Tommy killed Dobbs.
Didn't you buy Dobbs?
I did buy Dobbs the right before he went to shit.
He murdered Dobbs.
Well, here's what happens when I buy them: they go to shit, and then they come back to the moon.
Oh, what about Zach?
Zach's going to go to the moon once he gets traded. What? Evan killed Zach.
Where's your name?
I bought all the Zach cards in the preseason.
Now you got the best Jet quarterback of all time, and the worst Jet quarterback. That's still a good card. The best and the worst.
By the way, we weren't here on Friday. Evan, how did your boil on Friday?
He played so well.
Yeah.
Listen, he threw it. That was a dime, that Hail Mary at the end of the half that just so happened to be a 100-yard pick six that only the fucking Jets could do.
Uh-huh.
He's garbage. He's absolute shit, but I like
you understand it.
So.
Yeah, no, that's good. Have confidence in the guys who have no promise. And if Zach Wilson played that game, Bill, Jets win that game. That's how bad the Dolphins played. Devin, don't. Here, Tua played like garbage in that game, right? But that game was 10-7 at the half until that Hail Mary.
Yeah.
With us here was our drive. We went into the chat, and I told the subscriber, we were betting 4 units per drive on punt. 4 units, like all in. Here was the Jets drives. Punt, interception, touchdown, punt, interception, touchdown, not until the end of the game and at the end. So we literally went like 9 drives betting punt at like minus 150, and then we did it with turnover on downs plus 500. Evan, our accounts were just going boing, boing, boing.
It's a cheat code.
And everyone's like, why are you so confident? I'm like, because Boyle is that bad. Here's the plays for the Jets.
We were catching bad lines too on
it was amazing.
Plus 130.
Here's the Rackets. Here was the Jets drives with Boyle against a bad defense. Miami's a bad defense, right? This isn't the Niners or the Eagles. This is a bad defense, Miami. They're not good. 5 for 16. This is their whole drives. 5 for 16, 3 for 8, 3 for -7, 4 for 11, 3 for 9, 1 for 0, 3 for 3, 1 for 0 with another team touchdown, 3 for 3. This is who you wanted a quarterback, Evan?
No.
This is who you wanted?
No. I just wanted to see somebody different on.
And how did it work?
It didn't work well.
Okay, so now we're gonna put fucking probably Simeon or something in next week. Look.
I'll take Simeon, and then they'll
right.
realize
and then with Rodgers, I hope Rodgers comes back. And I hope he sucks.
Well, what's he gonna come back for?
I hope he comes back and he sucks, so that everyone can see. Yeah, does Zach Wilson play great? No. Would anyone be able to see?
Aaron Rodgers have any chance of coming back?
What?
Does Aaron Rodgers have any chance of coming back?
I don't know. He was on McAfee. I didn't see it today. Did he say anything?
He said he wants to. He
still acts like he wants to come back.
Yeah.
No way.
He said he wants to.
I think for him right now, Rackets, it's more about him just showing he can to say fuck science.
Yeah.
Because it kind of puts me on the same side with your conspiracy theory here, Rackets, that maybe he was never hurt.
He was never hurt to begin with.
Because Rodgers, he maybe saw that line and went, "Oh, fuck this," right? But in all seriousness, his whole agenda in life right now is not football. It's fuck Fauci, right? Like that. It's
fuck Travis Kelce.
Fuck Fauci. Fuck Pfizer. Right? I think he went to the Jets just to get closer to the inner workings of Pfizer, to understand how to take them down from within. But I mean, listen, this is the epitome of fuck science for Aaron Rodgers, right? He's got a 20, 30-year podcasting career ahead of him. Do we all agree with that? Whether it's as a guest on McAfee or his own show or whatever, right? He's got 2 to 3 decades of podcasting ahead of him. And his brand is fuck the vaccine, fuck Fauci, fuck Pfizer, fuck science, right? So what will do better for his 30-year brand than coming back from an Achilles, even if the Jets are shit, to play 3 or 4 games at a decent level and to then be the authority on science? Right? I mean, he literally dude, fucking Megan fucking Dykino, whatever the fuck her name is, the fucking girl from the soccer team, it hurts her Achilles. The first thing she says is, I'm calling Aaron Rodgers. Right? Aaron Rodgers is the new head of science. Correct?
Yeah.
That's a 30-year brand. That's a lifetimer. That's an all-timer for him. People, when next vaccine that comes out, Rodgers is going to be like, don't take the vaccine. It's going to hurt you. And then they're going to say, well, this guy also fucking came back a year early from an Achilles, so I think he knows what he's talking about. Right?
Never know.
I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back just to fucking be the czar of science. Who knows?
The czar of science.
I mean, he just wants to take out Fauci. Makes sense, right?
Not about football, but did you guys see what's going on in the Blackhawks organization right now?
No.
Was it the kid with I saw some kid with the face paint.
No, that's the chief. That was the Chiefs.
The Chief, was that the Chiefs? Yeah.
Yeah. So Connor Bedard, who was one of the biggest prospects since like fucking Gretzky,
probably much. The biggest prospect. Yeah.
His teammate Corey Perry just got waived from the Blackhawks, right? And if he clears the waivers, they're going to terminate his contract because there are rumors going around that Corey Perry fucked Bedard's mom. Isn't
that's
that
amazing?
Fucking crazy.
That sounds very Zach Wilson-y.
Yeah, and it might be. It's got to be real because why they terminated his contract?
That's fucking awesome.
They waived him.
Dude, everything's real. Everything's real. Everything's fake and everything's real. Everything that sounds crazy is real, and everything that sounds fake is real. Everything's real. Bill, what do you think about someone fucking Bedard's mom?
Go for it.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of Bedard's mom? I mean, he's a good-looking kind of beta pretty boy kid, right? He kind of looks a little girly. He looks a little like a woman. I could see his mom being hot. Let's see if we can get...
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, his mom's hot. Yeah, she's hot.
There's an article that says Blackhawks Connor Bedard ready for annual...
I mean, kind of weird face, kind of, but definitely hot. Definitely hit it. What did you say there?
There's an article. I follow an account, Hockey Images that precede unfortunate events. This one says Blackhawks Connor Bedard ready for annual mom's trip.
Yeah, his mom's hot. She can get it. Speaking, it's a good point, Scotty. You know who he looks like a little bit?
Oh boy,
looks a little like Josh Giddey. Giddy up. Pedos are coming in from every angle right now. I mean, Tommy G 2020 is going to right. Who would have thought that Josh Giddey's a pedophile?
I mean, that's fucked up.
He's not even really like old enough to be a pedophile, right? Like at 22, you still can pretty much fuck like a 17-year-old and no one's going to kill you for it, right? Like there was seniors in high school who were fucking freshmen back in the day. It's not good, especially if you're a millionaire and all that. But, like no one's going to fucking like eviscerate you like me and Bill fucked at fucking 70. This kid's literally not only fucking a smoke show 18-year-old and then a 17-year-old, but there's texts like showing him saying, she's 17. Do you have anyone younger? Like hunting down to 15, 14. That's a problem.
What?
You didn't see that shit?
No.
Yeah. These girls are coming out saying that he was leading an Epstein-level pedophilia ring where he had girls that were recruiters that they used to call him daddy and have him. He was telling them to go find girls that were 15, 14, like they'd bring girls to him.
What?
This shit's way deeper than just he fucked a 17-year-old girl at 21. You realize that, right?
I didn't know that.
One of the best players. Yeah, one of the best players in the entire NBA doesn't get released because he fucked a girl 4 years younger than him. No, there's more of this, dude. There's a rabbit hole here. Yeah, I was digging.
Wait, he's playing tonight.
Playing.
I know I not released him, but like put it out and they had all that drama. Now he's back on the team. This is all going to come out. They're going to have to release this kid. I'm saying. Watch, so, this is all going to come out.
A part of that, and something that people are saying online, which I fucking flame me or not, I kind of agree with it. But like, Ja was just waving a fucking gun, and he got suspended for however long. Kyrie tweeted a thing about a movie link. They suspended him for however long. These allegations of him being a fucking pedophile, and then he's just in the interview goes, I don't really have a comment on that at this time.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, he was suspended, right? And then they unsuspended or whatever. And now they're investigating. Is that what's going on right now with him?
Yeah, they're investigating.
Yeah, when they find out what's going on below this, if this shit has any, listen, I think we're pretty much confirmed that we're at the point in the generation of social media where there's smoke, there's fire. Correct? Right? Like,
for the most part.
Is anyone going to lose? Because you've seen the picture of the 17-year-old girl that came out, right? Did you guys see the blonde girl?
Bar, like they were at a bar together drinking.
Okay, let's just cut all the bullshit. And that girl's a fucking smoke show, right? Like, she's hot. She doesn't look 17. He's 21. It's wrong, but like, no one's gonna fucking like eviscerate this kid like as if he was 28 or 33 or something. There's more than that. There's a lot more than that one little thing. A lot more. It's like what we said with Michigan, right? When they said they had someone at the games, and first thing we said on here, Bill, there's more than that. And next thing you know, you see a guy in disguise on the Central Michigan sidelines, right? What do you think happens with Josh Giddey here? How do you think this ends?
I don't know. I don't. Depends.
They're investigating, so they can't do anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, like the evidence, we don't really know what they have, and
they got a bunch of text messages.
We don't know how much is out there, and then could be false. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah. Dominic says she does look 17 though. Yeah, she looks young, but he's 21.
I mean, that's
21, dude.
That's not bad.
Listen, you guys can fucking jump out here and listen. I'm the king of fucking anti-pedophilia all over Twitter. That's not pedophilia. Like, pedophilia is an adult fucking a child. That's a child fucking a younger child, right? Like, that's not pedophilia. He's not a pedophile because he was 21 with a 17-year-old. Bill, how many 20-year-old, 21-year-old seniors in high school when you went to high school fucked a freshman?
Yeah.
A lot, right? So that's a lot of, how old are you when you were a senior in high school? 19?
18, yeah.
19, you're above legal age, and you're fucking a 15-year-old, right? I wasn't allowed to ever fuck anyone below my brother's grade or lower because he would get pissed at me. So I always fucking dated older, but I have plenty of friends who were seniors fucking freshmen, right?
Yeah.
19-year-olds fucking 15-year-olds. That's pedophilia.
A lot of seniors took freshmen
to the prom. Yeah, that was completely normal, right? Like, that wasn't pedophilia. Like, we used to do statutory rape chants and shit and make fun of them for it and call them that. But, I mean, there's more to this, guys, than just Giddey fucking a fucking 17-year-old.
If you were a senior statutory rape chants.
We did. We used to chant statutory. There was a kid named Ray. Hold on, Howie, before you go. Howie, you're going to love this. There was a kid named Ray in our high school. We used to call him Statutory Ray. Instead of Statutory Ray, Statutory Ray, because he was a senior with a freshman. We used to chant. Yeah.
I mean, though, we had guys in our class, like we were seniors, that they would bang freshmen and sophomores, and we were like, dude, you got problems.
Yeah.
I never even talked to a girl like a year below me.
Right, I wasn't allowed to.
It was like, no, man,
There was always those kids, though, that dated him. There was always those kids that went 4 years younger.
Rackets, have you seen, Sunny from the WWE?
No, what?
Sunny from the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
She got arrested for DWI she killed somebody.
Yeah, her 8th one.
17 thrown in jail for 17 years, right?
Holy
I don't know if you can see it, but that's Sunny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, back then, you should see her now.
That's the Sunny we all remember. That's Sunny now.
How you doing?
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Wow.
Women don't age well, man. Women don't age well.
What happens to
Buzz, your girlfriend? Whoa.
I mean, imagine you fucking go home and you marry this. And then, now that's why I'm not married. That is why. That's why.
And meanwhile, every girl in Bill's high school is showing a picture of him all jacked up next to Macho Man. Going, now look at this.
Listen.
Remember that guy, Bill, that was Diesel?
Bill Rupp didn't look like Gronkowski.
Bro, I'm still cute.
Now he's got his 19th infection in 3 weeks.
I'm still cute. That thing's a mess.
Oh, it is crazy. Howie Dewey, how you doing?
Oh, wonderful, baby. Good weekend, man. Made a little cash this weekend.
My little chang.
Another good weekend.
I mean, listen, we just fucking slay, bro. That's what we do.
And tonight is
Quorum carries. We gave that out on here, Howie Dewey. We gave that out on here. The quorum carry. I made us sweat it a little more than we should. I've got people getting carries that shouldn't have got them, and backups getting a few too many, but we made it. We made it. Biggest bet of the year. So Michigan win, like we said. Quorum carries wins.
I just can't wait to see who they play in the opening game of the playoff, because the line's going to be catered to Michigan, and I'll be betting a couple children against them.
Just smash against Michigan.
I mean,
smash it.
Come on, man. It's both those teams are shit. But tonight in hoops is insane. Tonight is an insane hoops night. It's I like this slate.
Hold on, Tommy, your boy's back. Justin Jefferson.
What do you mean?
He's activated.
I mean, he was supposed to play it yesterday.
Yeah, that might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, probably would have helped. If he would have played yesterday, considering if he's okay to play today, he should have played yesterday. But go on, Howie. What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good night tonight. I started off. I teased both Ryder up to 21, and Ryder and Cincinnati. Cincinnati down to -6. I like those two right off the bat early. I like this Mississippi State playing at home tonight. I like them a little bit, but look, let's just get to two games I love tonight. Miami's playing Kentucky. Kentucky's every time anybody plays Kentucky, add 3 points to your spread, because that's basically what Vegas is going to give Kentucky. They're starting 3 guards. They got a bunch of freshmen, a couple sophomores. I think Miami probably beats them tonight.
You like Miami in this one?
Miami's got a couple guys from last year, and I mean, they could have won the whole thing last year. They got great guards. They're +6.5. I like that. I got them +6.5. But I think
I don't hate that. Yeah, I would ride that.
They got a chance to win. And in the game I absolutely love tonight is you got Clemson going down to Alabama +9.5. Everybody's on the Alabama dick train. I don't really know why. I think the league sucks. I think Clemson has some damn mature seniors.
Clemson's good, man.
Look, you can get 350 on the money line. I mean, take the 9.5 and back it up and make sure you bet the money line, because they have a really good chance of winning that game tonight.
Yeah, they got that kid Hall. The center is that his name? Hall, the center, PJ Hall.
Best centers in the country. I mean,
kid's a beast.
Joe Girard had 23 the other night. He's in his 5th year.
Yeah,
he's identical to the guard Ryan from North Carolina.
Yep,
they played just
Cormac Ryan. Yep.
Yeah, and
I think Clemson's a team that can make some noise. I really like this team. Yeah. I mean, whenever you got a fucking big 7-foot white center who's your leading scorer, who also shoots 40% from 3, that's a team I want to get behind. And then you add Girard transferred in, who's in his 19th year. Listen, I say you got to have a lot of athletic black kids on a good team, but you got to have the athletic big white kid and the white veteran point guard. Those are 2 things you need, and Clemson has them. I like Clemson. I think they can pull an upset here. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose by 20 either. But I think Clemson's a good enough team to keep this game within 10. I think Alabama's a little overrated. I'm with you.
Yeah, I really think it wouldn't surprise me if they win this game by 5-6 points. I mean, they're not going to turn the ball over. Alabama's going to press. They're going to get layups. They're going to get good shots off of against Alabama's D. I really like them in this spot tonight.
Just got to weather that Alabama storm. That's the thing. You just got to weather that storm from Alabama. So I like that. Yeah, I'm cool with that, getting 10 in that spot. I like Ole Miss tonight. This is one of my favorite plays on here. Let me just pull up my sheet. I don't know why it's not coming up. Something's wrong with my computer. So I like let's see.
Were they laying 1 or 2?
Yeah, it was -125. I got it. I don't know why I can't pull it up. Against NC State in this spot. So I am on Mississippi. Notre Dame is the one that's got me a little twitchy. I kind of want to take the points here with Notre Dame. I'm a little scarred from the last time I took the points, but then the first time they went outright. I think it's just a little recency bias here why I'm wavering on it, but I actually like Notre Dame and the points in this one. I think they're getting 8.5 here, Howie. What do you think?
You're talking about Mississippi or
Notre Dame? Notre Dame,
If I had to take one of those two teams, I'd take Notre Dame. Yeah,
right.
Yes,
right? Plus 8.5. That seems like a little bit of a hefty line there.
Yeah, I looked at that game. I'm like, if I was going to take it, I would take Notre Dame.
Yeah, we don't have any college football coming up really on the schedule till Friday, right? So we're starting to die off on the college football, and then we just get the onslaughts coming.
Yeah,
it's some phenomenal games. I mean, college football is going to be fucking awesome. We get the Georgia, Alabama game. We're going to get fucking this shitty ass Michigan, Iowa. We'll see if Louisville could fucking throw the committee a bone and knock off Florida State. We have Texas, Oklahoma State, which is going to be fun. So we got a lot coming up there, which we'll talk about in a second. But before we do, any other college basketball before we pivot over to bring Bill in to talk about the SEC possibly getting ousted in the whole college football playoff?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. You don't think it's going to happen. Bill doesn't think it's going to happen. But everyone on TV seems to think it's going to.
And I literally watched so much of these college analysts the last 2 days, and it really blows my mind how they have these guys on there, because you can tell by listening to their verbiage, they know nothing about college football. Like, they don't have a good feel for it. Mm-hmm. And it's like, don't sit here and tell me that, first of all, Alabama's going to have a very tough time beating Georgia. I love everyone saying, well, they got a good run game, and Georgia had trouble against. Stop. Look, when Georgia's going to come out with, all their fucking guns firing on Saturday, all the boys are playing, and they're going for the win. And so, number one, it's going to be hard to beat them. Number two, if that's a close game, don't be surprised if both teams get in. I mean, unless Texas wins, that's it. But Georgia's getting in. I don't want to hear that they're not getting in. They're getting in.
So here's where we're at, all right? And Bill, I'm going to tag you in here. In the chat, Miguel said, where's the soccer play? 4deep.com, my dude. There's actually 5 soccer plays in there. 4deep.com.
He did put a free one out if we want it.
Okay. Yeah, throw it.
PSG money line -155. Starts at 3. 15
and there's 4 others in there right now. 3 others for 3 o'clock. So get over there. 4deep.com. Go sign up. Get soccer all day, all night. Kababble puts like 100 soccer bets in a day. Howie, here's where we sit right now. I'm going to write this out. So we got Pac-12 champ, FSU if they go undefeated, Michigan, assuming they beat Iowa, and then you have Georgia, Alabama, and Texas, right? And then the Pac-12 loser, okay? In what scenario could you see? Obviously, if FSU wins out and beats Louisville, it's going to be tough to keep them out. The problem that's happening here that Bill brought up to me today, he goes, they're saying there may be no SEC team. There should definitely be 2 SEC teams, in my opinion, if Alabama wins.
Yeah, absolutely both.
But you can make the argument. Let's say the Pac-12 winner's in, the Big Ten winner's in, and Florida State's in. That leaves one spot, right? And now Alabama goes and beats Georgia. If Georgia wins, they're in. Obviously, that makes everything easy. That takes Alabama clean out of the situation. Bill, if Alabama beats Georgia, can you put Georgia in over Alabama?
No, well,
no, right? No, right?
If it's a 3-point game, if it's a 3-point game or something,
3-point game. Okay, so this is the first thing we need to address. If Alabama beats Georgia by 3 in overtime, okay, can you put Georgia in instead of Alabama?
No.
Howie,
I don't see how you can't.
So if there's one spot, you're saying there's a way where you put Georgia in over Alabama.
Yeah.
After losing the SEC title game to them.
Yeah, I do.
And then
I think they should.
And then you just say, fuck you, Texas, because they beat Alabama and Alabama beat Georgia?
Well, then Texas now won their whole conference, which is a tough conference, right? And beat Alabama. So how are you going to tell Texas they're out if Alabama's in and they beat Alabama?
Let's start with the Pac-12. If Oregon beats Washington, which we all think there's
then you could have no Pac-12 person in.
So if Oregon beats Washington, fuck those guys. Neither one of them deserves to go.
See, and I'm the other way around. I think Oregon's way better than Washington. I think if Washington wins the Pac-12, I'd get them. I don't. Washington doesn't belong there.
I agree with you. And let's say Oregon beats Washington, which probably is going,
which will happen. That's literally the freest money in the history of gambling coming.
I agree. I think that game is beyond fixed. I think it's over with. I think Oregon probably wins by 14-21.
Yeah,
but let's say they win. So now you got 2 Pac-12 teams with 1 loss. How do you put either one of those fucks in over Bama or Georgia? How do you do it?
Dude, the Pac-12 had a tough season. You can make an argument that the Pac-12 is stronger than the SEC this year. Yeah, I'm not making that argument, but you can make that argument.
I mean, Bama and Georgia should be in.
The bottom line is the 4 best teams right now, Bill, are honestly Oregon, Texas, Bama, Georgia. Those are the top 4 teams, in my opinion. Those are the 4 best. It's not FSU. It's not Washington. It's not Michigan. It's not. It's fucking Texas, Alabama,
That's why
Georgia.
it should be a final 8.
It's 12 next year. Right. Yeah. Next year we're going to have
this. I will say this. What would be funny and what would be a beautiful scenario and that would make my year is if somehow Iowa brings in some fucking offensive wizard just to hex their whole team and somehow they can get more than 10 yards on 1 carry. I mean,
or 1 play or 1 pass.
One play to see them get a first down. Because if they could somehow beat Michigan 14-10,
that would be awesome.
That would just be a beautiful thing. But the Big Ten is so goddamn bad.
So bad. Dude, listen, Iowa can beat Michigan. Like they can. Maryland almost beat Michigan.
Yeah.
So, Iowa, when they lock in, they can. They can. Will they? Probably not. But
they got a 300-pound quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a 300-pound quarterback and punt god. They got the best punter in the history of the world. But, I mean, it's just, I really hope it's chaos. I hope it's absolute chaos.
It's going to be.
There's a scenario, though, Howie, where everyone on TV is talking about Georgia not getting in. Like, it's just fine. That's not okay.
No.
That by far the best team in college football could have a bad game or lose to Alabama and then not be in so that we can get Michigan or Florida
they haven't
State.
lost the game.
What would Georgia do in the ACC?
I mean,
you can't put Florida State in over Georgia with the backup quarterback.
RG3 said today that you have to.
RG3 is a fucking idiot. He also thinks he should be the quarterback of the fucking Browns. But you cannot put Florida State in over Georgia. That's what it comes down to, I think, if Alabama wins. I think we see the Big Ten champ, the Pac-12 champ, Alabama, and then Georgia goes in over FSU, and no one seems to care about Texas anyway, right? Everyone seems to be fine if Texas is out, even though they're really good.
No, it's going to be – look, I think Alabama's going to have a very, very difficult time. I love the spread. I love the bet Saturday. I think Georgia is going to take care of business in the Georgia Dome. Basically, they split the tickets up, but that's a home game. And, Bowers is back. McConkey's back. They're bringing everybody back.
And fuck them, Howie, for fucking benching their whole fucking team like 6 seconds before the opening kickoff.
It cost me on a $200 parlay $10,000.
Dude, it cost me $7,000 in parlays. I needed him to win by 11. And then fucking benched their whole offense.
I needed him to win by 9.5.
Oh, my God. So we both needed a field goal at the end of that game.
That's it. That's all I needed, man.
I mean,
I hit
the first quarter -6.5. I find out the whole offense is on the bench and they fumble the first play. I'm like, there goes my fucking day. I'm on fire heading into that game.
They basically played Missouri with their third string.
Yeah.
That was their third fucking string.
And honestly, Howie, it's the right move. It's the thing I tell Bill all the time. When quarterbacks get hurt in the second quarter of a meaningless game or they're up 30, right, Bill? I'm always like, why the fuck's the guy in? And you're like, well, he's got to stay. I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, protect their health. So they did the right thing, Georgia. Can you tell me in the morning? Like, do you have to wait until kickoff?
They're locked and loaded for Alabama Saturday. Yeah. They're ready to go.
How about that Alabama win, Bill? Really?
Crazy.
Come on. I had the Auburn money line, Howie. I had the Auburn money line era. Fucking lost on that fucking throwing.
That was crazy.
Dude, I had flashbacks of 9 years ago where I had a 8-game parlay going. It was 200 to win like 13,000, and I had Georgia money line, and that was the last game. It's 4th and 30 on their own 20, and the Auburn player threw a bomb. It bounced off his fucking helmet and landed in the guy's hands, and he tucked in. That one almost jumped in the Hudson that night. That was the closest I came besides predicting the score of the Super Bowl last year and not betting it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I will give you guys this, and Howie's going to confirm it.
Yeah.
There's one bet for this weekend, guys. We told you last week to fucking bet to put your entire life savings on, and we backed it up. We had our biggest bet in the history of the year. Maybe not ever, but the biggest bet of the year, quadruple max on Corum over 17.5 carries. I'm going to give you the winner this week. It is Oregon money line, Georgia money line, minus 115. That's your bet. Oregon rolls Washington, and Georgia beats Alabama. There's no way Milroe is going to fucking beat Georgia. Not going to happen. Georgia didn't care. It was a look-ahead spot. Their defense didn't care. They didn't play their team. They didn't give a fuck this week. And it was probably fixed to make everyone lose their teasers and parlays. But I love this Georgia-Oregon minus 115.
So I am going to give you a lock tonight in the NBA. And I went to
good segue too.
I had I had great seats the other night for the Suns game, which we hadn't beat until we got Bookered. No other way to say we got Bookered. Devin Booker's one of the greatest fucking players I've seen in 20 years.
It's good.
That dude is a one-man wrecking crew.
They had double teamed him. Can't guard that three.
You can't guard him because we're sitting there. There's 3 seconds to go. It's tied up, and I said, "Don't let him catch the ball. Don't let him catch the ball. Don't let him." And he literally maneuvered, got loose, and I'm like, "Now we're fucked. There's 5 guys can't stop that dude." He puts his head down, goes to the sideline, takes a fadeaway out of bounds, and hits like a 30-footer.
That's it.
I mean, the guy's amazing. But tonight, you got the Charlotte Hornets coming to New York. I'm headed up there in a little bit, and the line's 12. It could be 18. It's not going to matter. Charlotte's got some situational problems tonight, and the Knicks should win this game by 30.
All right.
The Knicks need to win to get into the next round of the tournament.
Oh, it's the play-in shit today?
Yeah.
It's a tournament game.
Let's go.
So once the Knicks win,
basically, this is what Howie's saying right now: is he's got some inside news here, and that.
Well, I mean, inside news. There's no one. Everyone's hurt for the Hornets. They're playing nobody, and the Knicks need to win this to get into the final 8.
Knicks minus 20.
Yeah, I mean, I took them. I got on it this morning. It was minus 11.5. I don't know where it is now, but
11.5 on FanDuel.
That's what I tossed it on, 11.5.
Howie coming in with Knicks by 1 million. I like it.
Listen, man. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if that halftime score is pretty large. I think we put up a lot of points tonight. A lot of reserves are going to play for you DFS guys. Look for guys like Hartenstein. These fucking guys are going to get some minutes tonight. Manuel Quickly.
I love Quickly. Quickly's a man.
Yep.
But all right, Howie Dewey. Thank you for the segue over to NBA. Thank you for the picks, and thank you for being the beautiful man that you are.
Let's do it.
All right, see you Thursday, buddy.
Later.
All right, Bill Rupp, segue over to NBA. What do you like today? Tournament play-in day.
Well, I think the Knicks and the Celtics just cruise.
So what do we need? So tell us what we need for those retards like me who give a shit less about NBA and we only want to hear about this in-season tournament. Who needs to win? Like, what are we talking about?
Knicks need to win.
Celtics need to win. All right, Celtics need to win. All right.
Yep. We already hit a bet. Hoffman on the Lakers to win their thing, to win the conference thing, whatever you want to call it. They won. So right now you got Indiana who went 4-0. They're in. Milwaukee's in. The Knicks. Well, Milwaukee will win tonight. The Knicks will win tonight. Hopefully they'll be in. Orlando
can win, right?
Orlando's already in. Boston should be in tonight with a win. The Lakers, Phoenix will get in with a win. And you got New Orleans and Houston in that one. And Sacramento, Minnesota. So hopefully, and then if the Warriors win and Minnesota loses, that's going to be a battle there. But Knicks need to win tonight. Like Howie says, they should win by 1 million. But I got first basket in that game. I'm going with Jalen Brunson plus 460 and RJ Barrett plus 650 in that game. First basket. Always take it on FanDuel if you can, because it gives you the free throw. So if someone gets fouled shooting, they go to the line and make one. FanDuel counts it. MGM and DraftKings don't. They actually have to score.
Bill, how my sneaky Pelicans do? Did they get in?
Yeah, they won.
Pelicans are in? Let's go.
Yeah.
My conspiracy play. Pelicans. Yep. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, Denver was the surprise that they're out. I mean, listen, they did win the other night when no one played on their team.
Yeah, they were down like 17. I said they're plus 700. I almost hit it, and I was like, and then they won.
Nobody played, but they did win. But they've been not good lately with Murray out.
Yeah, it's a like championship hangover. It's hard to come back after fucking making deep runs. Do it again. That's why what LeBron James did was so impressive. You know, even whether he won it or not, like being able to come back every year and be in the finals. That's not an easy task to get up for it, especially if you win last year like the Nuggets. Rackbot, we got anything on the people pop that we're looking at for the NBA?
No, I got something for the NHL though. Shot on goal prop. Blues and Minnesota Wild. Jonas Brodin over 1.5 shots on goal, minus 164.
Say that again, just so Evan can get it in there. Or did he put it in?
I put it in the thing for him.
All right,
you're welcome.
Cool.
You're welcome, Mr. Hand.
There you go. What a rackbot. I'm going to give you a few NHL plays. We done with NBA? Anyone else have anything for NBA? No, nope. Good. All right. On the ice, there are a few plays that are jumping off right now. I do like, unfortunately, Bill, I'm sorry to say it, I'm going against your Devils today with the Islanders plus 145. I'm going to be taking the Isles plus 145. We'd be remiss not to mention how bad Evan's Bruins are. Absolute abortion lately, Evan. Your team sucks. They've cost us money, and we're done with them.
I don't blame you.
How do you feel about that?
I don't blame you. They're there.
Evan's dog's probably barking.
Oh.
Yeah, he's probably barking. He's not.
Yeah, he's probably
screaming. I've been muted the whole time. I've been talking to you guys. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay, are you still
they're fucking sliding. They look like shit.
You're still going to talk that shit from when they were undefeated, and we said don't talk about the Bruins ever to us again after last year's debacle. Are we done? Or are we going to hear about them when they go 7-0 again?
Yeah.
Okay,
the latter for sure.
All right, I will. Okay, cool. So for now, we can stomp you, which is good.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I care about. I am going to go with the Bruins Slayers, and I'm going to take the Florida Panthers plus 120. So we got the Isles plus 145. We got the Panthers plus 120. This one is not officially a play yet, but unless you're signed up, this is the last you'll hear from me today. So I'm going to go with the Penguins minus 110 as of now. And then I really like the Tommy G adopted. I mean, I love Arizona teams, as you guys know, except fucking Kyler Murray. The Yotes. I've betting the Yotes for 2.5 years in perfect spots. Give me the Yotes, 9 o'clock, Arizona Coyotes, plus 102. Arizona Coyotes against the Lightning today. They win that outright. So Isles plus 145, Florida plus 120. Pitt even, minus 110, depending on the book. Arizona plus 105 are the Tommy Puck's Fire on Ice plays of the day. Rackets, do we have anything else for tennis, any of these other fucking weird sports or anything?
Nope, tennis is pretty much done till New Year's. Everything's kicked.
So when does that start back up? How does that work?
New Year's, literally New Year's.
Literally New Year's? All right.
Yeah.
And does the Rackbot like tennis?
It loves tennis, yeah.
Rackbot loves tennis, huh?
It does. It's very sharp with tennis.
Wow, Rackbot loves tennis. That's good to know. All right. Anything else here, Bill Rupp? Any other sports we need to cover?
No.
Everyone good? All right. Cool. Rackbot, final words.
No Rupp and Rackets at 5:30 today.
No Rupp and Rackets 5:30 today. That is true. Bill Rupp, final words.
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks. Evan Ham?
Rigged
is true. That is rigged. And for Howie Dewey, Joey Rackets, Bill Rupp, Evan Ham. I am Tommy G. Get over to 4deep.com. Sign up. Fuck with us through the rest of the year. We got bowl season coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Bowl season coming up. About to get fucking fired up. Monster weekend this week. We told you last weekend we were going to smash it, and we fucking absolutely slayed it. Me and Hoffman came an Eckler touchdown on Sunday night away from a plus 5,800 parlay. And we didn't get it, but we did hedge. But we'll be doing that again this week.
Called that the touchdown parlay because it didn't qualify.
Yeah, no.
Fucking cheater.
Swarmy G.
They just do.
Good luck.
Yeah, they do it. Rackets. They swindle. Like they throw.
Swindly G. Swindly G. Swindly G. Stay Cashin,
swindling.
motherfucker. Swindly G. Now go.
Let's go.